So there's a principle in life and excellence of being your best where you have to change along the path, meaning that what starts you off on the journey of change, meaning getting the most amount of money, getting the best social life, having the best partners in your life, getting in the best shape, all of these things, what starts you there, what gets you started, what motivates you is not going to be what sustains you. And if you use what motivates you, which is usually pain, which is usually insecurity, which is usually not wanting to be poor or alone or fat and out of shape or some source of personal hate, disgust, and so on, it's going to lead to tragedy. And the sad part is that tragedy isn't going to happen until it's too late. It's going to look like you're doing the right thing, and then you're going to be what gets you there is not going to keep you there. That thing which gets you started on the journey is actually going to hurt you later if you do not take care of it. In fact, that very thing that motivated you, that made you want to do it, it comes from scarcity and it's gonna kill you. And although it may get you some results at first, if you do not get rid of it, it will tragically wreck your life. So if you're a healthy person, you may have a six-pack, you may have muscles, you may look good. But if you just get in shape to look good so that people will like you, I can almost guarantee you won't be healthy. And see, when you put these things out of order, your motive from scarcity into the actual function which gets you the result that will cure the scarcity, whether that's getting healthy first, then looking good, or looking good as a result of good health, or not being alone as a result of confidence and good social skill set and the right people around you. If you get those things out of order, you're almost doomed to fail without a solution, and you'll hit rock bottom in such a tragic, horrible way that most people don't recover. So we just got done with this free call, and we were talking about this concept in terms of money, dating, and general success. And I know those are two different things, but what happens if we bring our defects into our wants, and how does that wreck everything, even if we achieve success? So when you're going for something that you think is the best, this could be in fitness, this could be in life, this could be your profession, this could be in terms of dating. If you don't clear up the pain that is causing you to want to get there, it will make tragedy happen once you get there. So if you maintain a poor person's mindset, well, you gather wealth. If you maintain a desperate person's mindset, well, you get things. If you want to win because you're so sick of losing, that's healthy, I get it. But you need to fix all the insecurities that come along with this. So this is a concept that happens over and over and over again. We had a call this morning. It is the 7th of April, 2020. You should come on the free calls. I thought this was gonna be a video about money, wealth, sex, dating, but then all this stuff happened. I went to go do some video edits with Isik. I asked him about it with sports and fitness. Basically, if you're trying to achieve health at the expense of performance, winning, competition, you won't be able to maintain health. And don't get me wrong, performance, winning, and competition are good things. If you try and maintain health at the expense of how you want to look or superficialities and so on, you're going to create injury, you're not going to be healthy, you're going to get sicker. The only problem is with all of these things, they all look good, they all seem good, but they end up in tragedy. And as Isik actually was saying, is an irreversible tragedy at a rock bottom, at a point where you can't get back from. Then after that, I went and picked up my kids. We did some workout, I ate some food. I met another Viking Ninja guy that's also a 10th Planet guy that I didn't know about. Practiced some 10th Planet stuff, it was all good. And man, that workout is hard. So one of the things that we were talking about on the call is, if you don't know what it's like to be rich and you hate being poor and you pursue being rich just from that, you're going to achieve a lot of dysfunction. Not because being rich is bad, but because there's so many unhappy, miserable people that are rich that are gonna be the ones that signal you of what you wanna be. Now, to be happy and be rich, you probably don't see those people. You probably don't look at those people. What you see when you're in deficit or when you're in desperation or when you're in scarcity is the loudest, the shiniest, the brightest people, all those types of people. And that's what you model yourself out of. Now, chances are, here's the thing, is you usually don't become rich. Usually don't achieve the goal. And this is a phenomenon with all things, right? What happens is you kind of get there, you almost get there, but you believe in this lie and selfishness and domination, competition, being better than everybody, all this sort of stuff. You see the same thing in dating. This is a perfect example of what you saw in the dating industry and the pickup industry, all this different stuff. Most of those people never got results with women that were good. But what you saw was this idolization of superficial culture. You saw this idolization of living larger than life. You saw getting more, being dominant, taking over, being selfish as the way that we're supposed to socially communicate and so on. Yet when you do meet people that, let's say, are good with women or have good relationships or have good sex lives or have a lot in abundance of these things, the ones that are healthy and sane and happy don't use those tools of power. And with health and fitness, you definitely see it. And you see it with everything, actually. You see that the way to be healthy, the way to be in shape is to look good. The way to be healthy and in shape and on top of it and have your body in the best place is to win, is to be dominant, to be better than other people. Yet if you talk to anybody over the age of 50 that is still active, that is still competitive, they don't do those things. They had to shed it. In fact, they had to get rid of all the things that they thought in their 20s that made them better and learn to preserve their body and have longevity, be in their mix. So I don't know if you know my story. I didn't start working out until I was 30 or 31. And man, I compared myself and there wasn't a lot of information on how to be healthy and how to do it right. Or to be honest, there was that information out there. It was not loud, there was not a lot of it, but I didn't want to listen to it because I bought into those things that I thought as a young man would get me in shape when I wasn't working out. With money, that's a little bit different because I never valued it in that way. And for me to have money or to have wealth was always about the time, about the things I wanted to do, about the appreciation for life that I wanted, and that money was just a vehicle that got me there rather than a symbol of whatever. And I grew up in an upper middle class neighborhood and I just saw what money did to people. It was just not a good thing. With women, that was a little bit different because socially I always believed there was so much more to a human being and so much more to the passion of things that even when I got involved in all of the dating and seduction stuff, I pretty much wrote that off. Even though that was the main thing of what to do, almost immediately, like from 2006, if you look at my teachings, it's always like go to what your expression is and not what the social value is and so on. So how does this tie into your success? Your success has a curve in it, which is super important, that what you have now propelling you to what you desire, whether that's money, whether that's abundance of a social life, abundance of a sexual life, whether that is to be in shape, to be healthy and so on, it's going to have a curve that what you want now and what is propelling you now cannot be what sustains you the whole way. It just motivates you to see a certain horizon now, and I guarantee you that horizon is going to change. But it's got to mature. It's got to take on qualities of where you can have a better perspective and to be a better person with it. That if you think that being rich, being wealthy, having an abundance of the right people in your life, if you think that being healthy means that you're better than other people, more dominant, or you fit the social standard of what is loudest, you are on the road to failure. And that is not the voicing of being somebody who is excellent. What we really need to look for is to stop comparing ourselves with other people, but gain enough confidence with other people that we start having faith in ourselves and our own personal best to seek that. If we don't, we are destined to fail. We are destined to lose, and we are destined to hit rock bottom to the point we cannot come back from. And that is a principle and tool that men, I think, should be learning.